What's up, everybody? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte, the S edition, for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. Now, the iPhone 6s reviews are in, and the consensus is real positive, with 3D Touch and the camera being the two standout features that everyone is talking about. Now, I'll get my hands on it just like you this weekend, but the reviews confirm what I believed from the start. 3D Touch is going to change how you use your phone. Once you have it, you won't want a phone without it, and it's just scratching the surface. I know. Sure sounds like I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but like the saying goes, don't knock it until you've tried it.
Oh yeah!
And the same goes for boba. Now, we know the iPhone is expected to arrive this Friday for those of you that pre-ordered it, but if you live in certain parts of Philadelphia and New York City, that won't be the case. The Big A has started sending emails to customers who might be affected by the shutdown of deliveries and pickups on Thursday and Friday due to Pope Francis's visit to the United States. Come on, Pope! You had to come visit on iPhone Friday? Now, on behalf of my Apple Biters in Philly and the NYC, I'm sorry, but you're getting a bad apple. And if I somehow get struck by lightning or I'm no longer hosting the show next week, you'll know why. But maybe you're a lucky duck like visual designer Adrienne Alpern from San Diego, California. Somehow, someway, her rose gold iPhone slipped through and she received it 5 days before launch. So she's showing it off, taking pictures with it and her dog, and just taunting us with more pictures. I mean, wouldn't you? But she still needs to learn to shoot video in landscape mode. I know, let's be honest, I'm just jealous. Now, Apple is taking steps to remove malicious code added to some commonly used apps like WeChat after the first large-scale attack on Apple's App Store. A counterfeit version of Apple's Xcode that's normally used for building apps is being called Xcode Ghost and was downloaded by several developers to build their apps, which were then released into the App Store. Now, a lot of times, devs will go to outside sites to download Xcode because Apple servers are hammered when they release new versions. That's how Xcode Ghost ended up being downloaded and used. WeChat has been updated and fixed like many others, but Apple claims there is no evidence to suggest that Xcode Ghost has been used for anything malicious, such as transmitting personal identification info. But right now, security firm I says about 4,000 apps have been compromised, and it's up to Apple to remove them and notify users. Sounds like fun. All right, Apple has also released a new iOS 9 software update. 9.0.1 is now available and adds a few bug fixes, but many of you have pointed out how the iPad's podcast app from Apple still does not have an option to play video podcasts full screen. Aww. Look, here, where's the button to go full screen? Nowhere. Really, Apple? That's an easy bad apple. All right, a new teardown by iFixit gets us inside the guts of the new Apple TV. No big surprises here, but it can be fun to look at some of these pics featuring its dual-core A8 processor in red on the top of the logic board. And why not just tear the Siri remote apart as well? Cool. Now, Apple has also released the second tvOS beta for developers, and a couple new details have come out of it. Developer Steve Troughton-Smith says the old Apple remote will still work with the new Apple TV, meaning the new Apple TV still has an IR receiver, which is good for home theater junkies with universal remotes. Also, the new Apple TV and its Siri remote can sense when you pick it up and will automatically turn on the Apple TV if it was in sleep mode, so you don't have to press a button to start it up all the time anymore. And maybe you're not impressed with all the Apple goodies coming out this year, and you're already looking to the future. According to the Wall Street Journal, Apple has designated its Apple Car as a committed project with a target shipping date of 2019. The fruit company has been investigating an Apple-branded car over the past year. It's been making plenty of hires within the automobile industry and even recently met with California's DMV to talk about self-driving cars, according to The Guardian. Now, internally, it's called Project Titan, and the group has been given the green light to triple the 600-person team, and it will be interesting to see how this all comes together down the road. Promise I'll stop. All right, and in some gadgets coming soon that I had to show you. Have you ever wanted to text someone while you were holding an umbrella, but it's just not that easy? Well, check this out from Korean company KT Design. It's called the Phonebrella, and it's amazing. Rest it on your wrist and have access to both hands for typing while staying dry. No details when this will go on sale, but I am getting one. And we're also living in the age of selfies. The iPhone 6s is getting a beefed up selfie cam, but will it allow us to take better selfies with our dogs? The answer is no, but this will. It's a Kickstarter called the Pooch Selfie. It's a phone mount that holds a tennis ball, which is pretty much like crack for a dog. And look how good the results are. See? Now you can really take advantage of the iPhone 6s's new selfie cam. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. Email me at theapplebyte@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong for hair tips. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you all next time for another Bite of the Apple.